The Baltimore Ravens return home for the next few weeks as they look to get real comfortable. They're welcoming the Seattle Seahawks for a battle of first place teams. And you already know I got the preview and predictions for you here on the Flex Zone podcast. Only place giving you sports how you want it, when you need it. Ravens, Seahawks. This Sunday, 1 p.m. I'll give you the preview right after this on the Flex Zone podcast. What's going on, Flex Home family? Ravens flock. The Ravens are back home after defeating the Arizona Cardinals 31-24, 6-2, first place in the AFC North. They welcome in another first place team, the Seattle Seahawks, and they're very, very good offense, in my opinion, and they're very good defense. I think they do a lot of things well on both sides of the ball, and I think this is going to be an interesting game for the Ravens. The Ravens are 6-point favorites, but I'll get to my prediction a little later. Injury wise for the Ravens, they're predominantly healthy. It looks like Marcus Williams is on track to return this week, as well as potentially Morgan Moses was missing some practices, but he may be 50-50. If he doesn't play, look for Patrick McCarry to be at right tackle. But I think Moses will play. I just think he'll have a good shot at playing. And if he doesn't, McCarry can stand in admirably for this game. Now, I do want to see what the Ravens do against the Seahawks as they are well coached by Pete Carroll. They're a very athletic, fast team. They can get pressure on the quarterback. Just added Leonard Williams. So he will play, I think, limited snaps on Sunday. And their corners, their secondary, from the Legion of Boom to what we see now with Witherspoon and the pieces they have on defense. They have very good secondary pieces. Jamal Adams, amongst others. Now, looking at this game, I really think a key on both sides of the ball, the Ravens have to be the most physical team on both offense and both defense. And I think they need to make this an AFC North type of game. What I mean by that is in the NFC West, they play the San Franciscos, the Rams, the Cardinals. Not going to say it's not physical, but it's more spread out. It's more West Coast. It's a little more finesse. I think if they can make this a physical game, the Ravens being the most physical team, and I think they have a chance to do that, they'll have a good shot at winning. When you look at the offense, I'm going to start with them. I need our offensive line to protect Lamar and dominate their defensive line. Lamar has been sacked 20 times. He was only sacked 23 times in 2019 when he won the MVP. Lamar Jackson needs to be protected in this game. Leonard Williams, as I mentioned, Boye Mafe, amongst others. Got to keep Lamar upright. I don't want to see Lamar on his back getting sacked more than maybe once or twice. Ronnie Stanley, Linderbaum, Zeitler. Let's keep Lamar upright. Next, I definitely have to see what we're going to do and running the football. I want to see us rush for over 100 yards. We've been doing a great job at that. Third in the league in rushing still with Todd Monken as offensive coordinator. Last week they had over 150 yards. I think the Seahawks are going to be focused on stopping the run. So I think over 100 yards will be very, very important to get for this team to have a chance to win. No turnovers. That's a weekly key with this team. No turnovers. Don't turn the ball over. Don't give Seattle extra opportunities. No turnovers. Next, win time of possession. I think winning time of possession is very, very important because that goes back to being the most physical team. That goes back to imposing your will. That goes back to running the ball well. Winning time of possession is something I like to see from the Ravens. And spread the wealth. The Seahawks have very, very good corners. It won't be easy for the Ravens receivers. This will probably be their toughest test so far as going against a secondary. I want to see Odell get his touches. More importantly, I want to see Bateman. I want to see Likely. I want to see the others get their touches. Let's see 7, 8 different guys catch the football. Justice Hill, Gus Edwards, Bateman, Flowers, Odell, Andrews, Likely. Let's see these guys touch the football. Let's see 7 different receivers get a catch on this game on Sunday. It's going to be very, very important that they spread the ball around and give the other guys touches and keep the Seattle defense honest and make them respect everybody. This is going to really show me a lot about this Ravens offense and what they can do against a secondary that really can match up well with their receivers. How does Todd Monken scheme his guys open? How does these how do these receivers create separation and win one-on-one battles? Defensively, uh, make Geno Smith turn into Gene Malenko, the man of 1,000 turnovers. If you know anything about wrestling, Dean Malenko, he was the man of 1,000 holds. We call Geno Smith Gene Malenko, man of 1,000 turnovers. If you get the Geno Smith who turns the ball over, the Ravens have a good shot at winning. The way the Ravens defense is playing right now, I think we'll see that. Keep Kenneth Walker under 70 yards. Kenneth Walker is fantastic out of Michigan State. He's quickly climbing the ranks as one of the best 5 or 6 backs in the league. He can run it, he can catch it. Keep him under 70 yards if possible, and don't let that man get going because he's a guy that gets better as the game goes on. The receivers, Metcalf, Lockett, Jackson Smith, and Jeba. Keep them combined collectively under 150 yards. That will put it at 50 yards per receiver. If we can keep each one of them at 50 or less, I really like our chances. Metcalf is great in the red zone. He can go deep. Lockett can go underneath and beat you deep. And Jackson Smith and Jiba can do a little bit of everything as well. Kind of like another Tyler Lockett. So keep them contained as well as Noah Fant. He's an X factor in this game. Don't let him sneak out and meet you as well. Defensive line dominate their offensive line. Charles Cross is a beast at left tackle. But I think with the way this defense is playing, the front 7, I think we have a good shot against the right side of their line to create some opportunities to put pressure on Geno. And last but not least, no penalties on defense. We don't need any stupid penalties. Let's get off the field. Don't get any stupid penalties. Special teams, let's make our kicks and let's punt very well, pin them deep, make them go the distance of the field against the defense, and no big returns on us. So again, offensive line dominate their defensive line, no turnovers, rush for over 100 yards, win time of possession, spread the wealth offensively, defensively force Geno Smith to turn it over, contain Kenneth Walker under 70 yards, keep their receivers collectively under 150 yards, defensive line dominate the offensive line, and no penalties. Special teams, make your kicks, punt well, and no big returns. It's going to be an interesting game. It is going to be, I think, a game that's very tight, but I think the Ravens have the better roster. The Ravens have the best player, I think, on the field as they do most weeks in Lamar Jackson. And I think it's going to come down to if Lamar Jackson plays like the good Lamar Jackson, the Ravens are going to win. If he plays like the bad Lamar Jackson, he's turning the ball over, he's missing throws, he's under pressure constantly, the Ravens will be in trouble. But I think the Ravens do get a win here, 27-20. I think they cover that 6-point spread. I think they have the advantage with the Seahawks coming from west to east. This is a 10 a.m. game for them. I know they're going to leave and be here and adjust, as they say, but I still think that is an advantage. The Ravens are back at home. I think they're going to play better. They're going to have more energy. The fans are going to be excited. The weather is going to be nearly 70 degrees, a perfect day in November for football. So the conditions will be ideal. I'm looking for the Ravens to get a win, 27-20. Sign off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I really didn't have an extensive preview. I think the Ravens are primed to win, hopefully in their next 3 weeks, at least 2 of these games, to really get to 8, possibly 9 wins before they head back on the road before their bye. But it's November. It's going to start getting a little colder. Teams are going to start to separate themselves and cream rising to the top. And I think the Ravens are one of those teams that are going to rise to the top and show the NFL what they're capable of. Make sure join us this Sunday after the Ravens and Seahawks be official. Baltimore Ravens post-game show. Myself, Roger, D will be together as we always are, breaking down the Ravens and Seahawks game, talking about the good, the bad, the ugly, giving out our grades. Also, going around the NFL and talking about the good, the bad, the ugly, the scores, preview, predictions of games still to come in the afternoon, Sunday and Monday night as well. Sack that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, stick that like button, leave us a like, and go ahead and bulldoze that bell, hit that bell to know when we're live and all videos drop. Sign off in the comments, give me a prediction, Give me your keys to victory. Give me your injury report. Give me your X factors, and anything else you want to drop down there as well. Again, I'm going Ravens 27, Seahawks 20, and we'll be live Sunday afternoon for the official Baltimore Ravens post game show on the Flex Zone Podcast. Only place to give you sports how you want it, when you need it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you down at the bank on Sunday and for the Ravens post game show afterwards, which hopefully is a happy recap. Go Ravens.